This is that strange time of the year where nothing really seems to happen, and it turned out to be harder than I expected. Most animals stay hidden, and honestly, I don't blame them. But this is exactly why I'm here, because if you can capture wildlife now, when the light is gone and the colors are dead, you can capture it in any season. So in this video, I'm heading out to search for life in a forest that looks completely lifeless. Let's see what's still awake out here. Day 1 didn't start great. Grey sky and flat light. The kind of a day where everything looks, unfinished. I ended up walking more than photographing today, which usually means one of two things. Either I found something interesting, or I find nothing at all. This is such a cool place. Think of this place in spring or something. Look at that. Somewhere in between, I found this small waterfall. It was not what I was looking for, but still, I take it. Then it started to rain, and that felt like a clear sign to call it a day. Day 2 was a lot better. Same place, but 2 weeks later. And suddenly, light. It didn't last long, but it lasted long enough for this. I think that the sun is coming in just a second here. I'm going to take a landscape photo of this path when the sun is coming. I didn't expect much, but I ended up liking this one. Thanks to the app Expert Raw, I could capture more information, which gave me the freedom to push the edit even further. I also managed to capture a bird, a nuthatch. Bossy taking a bath, looked like it had somewhere important to be. Still no wildlife in sight, but enough small moments to keep me going. Yeah, hello, it's Sebastian. Yeah, hello Sebastian. My name is Sebbe and I want to talk about Dehancer in your video. Is that okay? Yes, absolutely, Sebbe. Tell us about Dehancer. Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you properly. Can you say it again? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Tell us about Dehancer. Thank you, Sebastian. It won't take long. Alright, so here is the deal. Dehancer Pro is a plugin for different editing software that gives your videos a cinematic film look. Dehancer is all about color, contrast and those film style effects. And especially to create that analog vibe. I got to use Dehancer in this video and it actually fits the style very well. So now to the pros and cons about Dehancer Pro. You can see here, Dehancer Pro and pros and cons. So first off, Dehancer is a very powerful tool, and if you know how to use it, you're going to get a lot out of it. Dehancer has a lot of effects that you can apply on your video, and one of them particularly, the bloom effect, surprised me. These effects make your videos bloom and glow, which actually fits my style very well, because if you have seen my editing style on photos, you can see that this bloom effect really fits my style. Okay, so now for the con, the downside. The thing that I noticed was that Dehancer was a bit tricky to install and especially to learn. In Premiere Pro it wasn't the most beginner friendly tool, but however that can be a Premiere Pro problem and not a Dehancer problem. So overall I'm happy with my experience over Dehancer, and it generally made my project and this video better. If you want to try Dehancer for yourself, make sure to use my code Sebbe10 for 10% off. So, let's get back to the woods. I was out so many times that I stopped counting days. Different places, different days, but always the same result. Nothing really wanted to show up. And suddenly, it was Christmas. A pause I didn't plan but probably needed. And somehow, that pause came with a new camera, a Gopro Hero 12. A surprise that gave me new energy. And now, I was ready to get back out to try and find some wildlife. Yeah, it would still be. Finally, yes. Yes. have seen in a very, very long time. But I didn't get any photo of it. Because of, it was too far away and too many branches. Oh, so you thought that was the moment? Nope. It's not that easy. But I do actually get a surprise a bit later. So, enjoy. Okay, so I have a full woodpecker. I have a woodpecker on that branch, and I thought that why not go on the hill there, and then I can photograph the woodpecker against the sun with a green background with all this forest. That would be fantastic. I hear the woodpecker still. It fly away, but we have a chance still. I lost it for a moment, which felt very on brand this point. But then I found it again, sitting in a much better place than before. There were a lot of bushes in the way, but as I moved closer, I found small openings in the branches and I started photographing through them. The first photo is the one I'm really proud of. Especially the edit. The second one is just fun, because as you can see, the woodpecker is literally looking back at me through the branches. It moved again, but this time into a more open place with a nicer background. And this is the final image. I rotated it 90 degrees just to change the feeling a bit. And I actually really like how it turned out. Thank you, Mr. Woodpecker. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. And a big thanks to Dehancer for supporting this video. If you want to try Dehancer for yourself, you can use my code Sebbe10 for 10% off. So thank you again, and I see you in the next one.